Welcome back to Heartland Journals 3 and 3. This week, we're starting with a sports story that reaches far beyond the NBA. Luka Doncic is teaming up with former Mavericks executive Donnie Nelson to bring professional basketball to Rome, with a new ownership group, a historic club, and even a bid to become Rome's representative for NBA Europe. It's basketball, business, and global expansion, all packed into one Fast Friday rundown. And before we jump in, let me bring in my co-host, Stevie. We're so packed for this week. Can't wait to share it with all of you. Thank you, Steve. Hello, welcome back to another Friday, 6/26/2026, and another edition of our Heartland Journals 3 and 3, where I run down the 3 stories of the week the mainstream media either forgot to tell you or ignored, in about 3 minutes, or as fast as I can. Let's go. Number 1. Global betting revenue for the upcoming World Cup is likely to be in excess of $50 billion, betting expert Darren Small told AFP, for an event he labeled the biggest circus in town. The revenue will be significantly higher than the 2022 edition, partly because the quadrennial football fiesta has been enlarged to 48 teams from the 32 in Qatar. Another factor, according to Small, managing director of managed trading services at Sportradar, is punters have become more interested in the celebrity of a player than in the old days of betting simply on a team. Sportradar Group AG is a global sports technology company that says it creates immersive experiences for sports fans and bettors. We expect a lot of interest around the player props and what we call bet builders or custom bet options, Small told AFP in an interview. So we're anticipating that that's going to be a big drive for us. We're going to see a lot more interest on that. So players scoring left foot, right foot, number of passes, tackles, whatever the numbers are. Then subsequently, the customers taking that and building out narratives like stories of, I think this game will be X team to win with both teams to score, player X scoring with his head and there being 15 corners. The sheer size and scale of this tournament will ensure it is the biggest betting event ever, David Stevens, head of public relations at English bookmaker Coral, told AFP. Number 2 story, the big guys won't tell you anywhere else. Luka Doncic is teaming up with former Dallas Mavericks executive Donnie Nelson to bring basketball to Rome. Nelson, who is president of basketball operations for the Mavericks when they traded for Doncic on draft night in 2018, is the lead investor and managing partner of a group that purchased the professional basketball club Vanoli Cremona in Italy's Lega Basket Serie A, it was announced Friday. The ownership group, which also includes longtime coach Valerio Bianchini and former player Ramontas Kaukanis, announced that the club will be relocated to Rome as part of the transaction and will begin play there at the start of the 2026-27 season. The group also announced that it has submitted a bid for the team to be Rome's representative for NBA Europe. Before Doncic's start in the NBA, the Slovenian standout played professionally in Spain for Real Madrid. Rome deserves world-class basketball, and we are excited to be bringing it back, Nelson said in a statement. Vanoli Cremona has a proud history, and we are committed to honoring that legacy as we build toward an exciting future in Rome. This city has been without top-flight basketball for too long. That changes now. We are bringing the resources, the expertise, and the passion to make this club a source of pride for Rome and for all Italy. Last story, number 3. Tennis world erupts as Zeynep Sonmez becomes latest casualty of insane French Open hazard. Zeynep Sonmez was forced to retire at the French Open due to a courtside hazard, triggering furious backlash over player safety. Amid health issues caused by the sweltering heat, a media boycott prompted by the prize pool, and the debate over the heat rule, a new controversy has pulled focus at the 2026 French Open, as Zeynep Sonmez became the latest casualty of the advertising boards lining the courts when the Turkish star tripped over the Lacoste advertising board at the back of the court while chasing a lob and was forced to retire from the match in visible pain. The alarming trend has drawn furious backlash from Pam Shriver, Katie Bolter, and others in the tennis community, with serious concerns raised about player welfare. Sonmez is far from the only player to have fallen victim to the advertising boards and tarp present at the back of the court. Katie Bolter was also brought down to her knees after tripping over a board during her second round clash. The Brit later emphatically called for the boards to be removed, after narrowly avoiding a serious injury. "These things have to go. Got lucky last night, but next time I might not be," she posted. And a final item, Kyle Busch's death certificate released, reveals NASCAR legend was cremated. He was cremated in Mooresville, North Carolina, about 30 miles outside of Charlotte, where he was preparing to participate in the Coca-Cola 600 when he died at age 41 on Thursday, May 21st. The death certificate also supported his family's statement, released 2 days after his death, which said he died of pneumonia that progressed into sepsis, resulting in rapid and overwhelming associated complications. Busch suffered a chain of events that led to his death, beginning with bacterial pneumonia, which he had for days to weeks before he died. The Coke 600 was the first one to not have a Busch or Earnhardt in the field since 1979. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to heartlandjournal.com and our Substack and never miss an episode. You'll be glad that you did. Mainstream won't tell you the good news, but I will, and it's free. Thanks for doing it. See you next week for another Heartland Journals 3 and a little more than 3. Glory to God.
If you like what you see, check out our hats and shirts at heartlandjournal.com. Get yours now. 3 and 3 is Heartland Journal LLC property. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next episode.